mid-session check-in. How's everything going? What are you guys thinking so far?
Good.
See, I can't tell when people are awake or not because it barely loads in people talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody keeps on interrupting me when I'm making my jokes.
Sorry. Oh, what do you guys think of Irene and Ismark so far?
Completely trustworthy.
I
There's no way
love
to reason to
Irina.
doubt them whatsoever.
I love the way you're playing Irina.
I'm glad.
Like,
I'm glad.
like that is brother sister.
I almost really fucked up where she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not really much of a fighter." I'm like, "Well, I mean, I was almost about to say, well, I mean, I'm a shepherd. We got ourselves a con artist. We got ourselves a scholar and a failed paladin." So
I was gonna say you can't say I'm a failed soldier yet. Paladin maybe.
and then I was like, I stopped myself halfway through starting the sentence, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's not really going to invite any kind of confidence whatsoever in us."
Do you think any of our conversation did? This guy is trying to hire us, and all of a sudden, one of the people who is supposedly one of the, like, good classes or whatever, he's like, oh yeah, I was in jail for a while, and that's why I'm a paladin or an adventurer. Like,
I don't know if you caught it, but he doesn't feel like he has a lot of options.
I mean, hey, we're the ones who gave him the hope, alright? If he wants to get rid of that hope, that's on him.
Also, it makes me so happy that the primary currency in Barovia is Electum.
Mark?
It's so
Mark?
I
cursed.
hate that.
God, I
It's
hate that.
so cursed.
Also,
And I love
Electrum. No, they're called marks. I don't believe
Yeah.
in Electrum.
Electum doesn't.
Electrum is not a part of my religion.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, but we're doing the Protestant Reformation of currency. I'm gonna put on
just call them marks.
100 reasons why Electrum should not exist.
So dumb. I do appreciate though
No.
that if you look at the images of the currency, you can tell exactly which is which just by its shape.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Also,
something
if you can't
that
tell,
I don't
have
have
a
to
little
worry.
sister. If you can't tell, I have a little sister, so I know exactly what the brother-sister dynamic is.
Hey Gary, I am the little sister in my family. All right, that's why I
You're
love her. I love her. She is perfect. Best character.
Little bias.
What? No bias. I love the fact though that he was
What do you
just
guys think of Anastasia?
bitch. I fucking hate her. She's the bitch. I want her to die. I want fucking Strahd to die. God.
I'm just talking about Tall Vampire Lady is obviously the best waifu.
Yes, simp for Anastasia.
No, just
Please.
the
Oh
fucking...
wait, we're talking about Anastasia? I thought we were talking about Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah, fuck no. No, but the fact that she knew all of our names, which me, Melissa, the bats were listening in, obviously, like they know who we are.
Yeah, but we don't know.
Exactly. That's the thing is, from Kuvier's perspective, this random lady just walked up after. So here was actually my question, or one of my questions, was like you said we heard two people arguing beforehand. Did they walk away and then the cart came up, or was it the same people?
It was, so you heard two women arguing.
Okay. So two
And
women
then
arguing.
the cart pulled up.
One of whose
them
name is
definitely
Millie.
sounded like Anastasia. Yes.
Okay. So Anastasia was arguing with somebody named Millie.
Yes.
Okay. And then the cart pulled up. Somebody was in the backseat of the cart. We're assuming it's Strahd. No, but it was the fact that
Make an intelligence check for me.
That clearly was not Strahd.
or no, fuck, no, that was the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they knocked the body out. Okay. No, I'm just a dumbass.
All right, I have a question. So is everybody here human?
everyone you've encountered so far has been human.
Okay.
Okay.
I've not really been asking races yet, but I
Yeah,
was just curious.
everyone, unless I specify otherwise, assume everyone is human.
Okay.
Oh.
Awesome.
I don't know. I'm not super sold on how the skill challenge went, but I think it was interesting.
Honestly, I felt like you were forcing us out the window, off the balcony a lot.
At
But
that point,
honestly,
you guys
we
had
needed to go
completed it.
somewhere.
At that point, you guys had completed it, and I was 100% forcing you off the balcony. Like,
But I wouldn't
was
go.
at the end.
Kuvir is
it
not
was at
fucking
the end.
suicidal
Like, you
bitch.
guys had made the skill check and escaped. You were not meant to be able to go back inside. I realized I was forcing a little bit. I wasn't super happy doing that, but I was like, they're not being allowed back inside. Like, as I had it written, and like based on the stuff I was using, like, you were being forced off the end.
I mean, I figured it wasn't like your choice fully.
Yeah. I mean, it's always
And then
technically
I
my choice,
broke it.
but- And I was just like, fine, if you're not going to go off the
Yes.
wall, you get to take the 2d6 anyways.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
no,
honestly, you
it's-
guys destroyed that skill challenge.
I mean, honestly, Melissa and I do that all the time in my campaign and Michael's campaign. So
It's like, fine, I guess you all nat 20 everything.
yeah. Also,
we're fucking
hell.
beefy.
All right, literally,
We're just-
let's literally roll like Gary in combat. Fucking can't roll fucking nat 20s in a pointless skill challenge.
Yeah.
See, that's well, okay. No, it's not pointless because if you guys had failed too many times before reaching a success, someone would have been left behind and probably killed. Like,
Fair.
succeeding was hugely important.
God, how bad would you have felt if it was Maurice that was left behind when he's not here?
Okay, you want to know a secret? I definitely fudged Maurice's initiative so that Maurice didn't go last.
Haha.
For
Because whoever was
exactly
last
that,
was gonna go
yes.
and die.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
if
like,
you failed,
either way, what Kuvir would have done the same thing is just like, okay, grab Maurice and Areta, somebody go in front of me, lead the way.
I like
I
the
didn't-
fact that Cuvier would have then been the one left behind.
Yeah, after
Died
he
and
already
then got left
fucking
behind.
died.
that would have been real sad for you, to be honest.
Also, Gary, I love the fact that my background, which I just made a hodgepodge of a bunch of really random shit, actually could be useful in this place.
Totally. I will
Considering
say,
there's so many abandoned buildings.
while it says food and water, like, you have to be in an area where you could realistically get water for that one. I'll give you food, like, you can find, like, grubs and stuff and berries.
I'm not actually considering the food and water. I'm considering the shelter.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I'll let you
considering
guys do it.
guaranteed long rest is basically what I'm thinking. Or not guaranteed. Sorry, guaranteed non-attacked long rest.
I wouldn't know if I quite guarantee that, but like you'll be protected from the elements, and that kind of stuff. Like you'll be able to have a comfortable.
This zone that
more
I
comfortable-
claim is considered an abode. You are not allowed to enter.
Well, I
I
have bad
claim
news.
this
That only
rock.
applies to vampires.
mine.
It would really suck if there were things other than vampires that might want to
Only
attack
vampires exist. What are you talking about?
Oh, so no werewolves exist, so I guess Areta's
No
husband
werewolf.
is just dead.
Werewolves are actually vampires that are
you.
more
Vampire wolves.
Vampires are actually furry werewolves. Or sorry, other way around.
Vampires are
Werewolves are-
free werewolves.
Werewolves are
Mark
free
that
vampires.
sound clip.
I mean, the only thing that we're really doing so far that might inconvenience him is the moving Irina.
Yeah, you liking it so far, Parker? I was asking them, like, what do you think of Arena, Ismark, and them so far?
Yeah, I like them.
Good. I hope so.
Fucking terrible NPCs. I hope they never show up again.
D&D Beyond.
Bad. All right.
Relatable.
Whenever people are ready to restart, we totally can.
All right, let me make sure that Roll20 has not been undone on my phone. All right, I seem to still have Roll20 open. All right, but can you do that again, but closer to the mic to peek it again?
All right. Oh, I'll let Melissa finish what she's doing.
Oh yeah,
she's
Melissa's adding
eating
all
your
the
plot
hooks.
hooks.
Because Melissa's a fucking legend, and I told her to do so, so she will. Also, Gary, come on. Why don't you tell me where the werewolves are so I can immediately get the party TPK'd?
You'll find out when you're ready.
Come on, Gary. I want to TPK the party because I'm selfish.
Don't worry. If anyone's, I mean, I was gonna say, I guess someone can't really TPK themselves because I think that's what Cuvier is going for. A self TPK,
Hey,
or maybe
you
the
have no
self plus
proof.
Lancelot TPK.
I would
No, it's a
never
suicide
put
speedrun.
Lancelot in a position where he would die before me.
Once again, suicide speedrun.
Yeah, suicide speedrun. No, Cuvier's already mastered the suicide speedrun.
Oh, I've already won that one.
Yeah, but you could
No,
go faster.
not as Cuvier, as Molly. 3 hours, 21 minutes, bitch.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, while you're finishing that, I'll actually do it just in case there's any more roleplay people want to do with Ismark and Irina.
Probably gonna try and go to bed.
That's fair. Ismark's also like, if there is one thing you could all help me with in the morning, perhaps before anything else, I will need a hand carrying my father's coffin to the Church of the Morning Lord, so Father Donovich can bless it and inter him in our family's plot. Would you all be willing to help me with that?
Absolutely.
It is a. I realize it is an ask, but perhaps. Okay, you will. All right, never mind then. Happy. I am pleased to hear it.
I'd like to hear your offer if you're offering something.
I was going to say perhaps in exchange for a meal, room and board tonight, as well as a meal.
You have a deal.
It's like I truly hate to have to ask that, but I don't have much spare money at the moment. I'm trying to help return the town to a. The town is struggling, if you hadn't noticed, and I hope we do not all have to abandon it.
I've noticed some strange wildlife here. Some bats that weren't really afraid of people, and a raven with blue wings. Are these
I
normal beasts
I
around
do.
here?
The bats have always been very, if at least for my lifetime, the bats have been always very bold. They have little to fear, and the ravens. All I can tell you about the ravens is it is bad luck to kill one.
I've never
But
seen such bold bats and such blue-colored ravens.
ravens are not generally blue, as far as I know. They are all black.
No, oh, I wouldn't know that. Never mind.
Yeah, you can't see
Fuck!
color. Out of here.
Like I said, the one that I saw had bluish tipped wings.
Yeah, Retta, didn't you say it had blue wings tips?
That is, I must admit, I do not know what that might mean. Perhaps it fell in a bucket of paint?
Good a guess as any.
Mm-hmm.
And Irina's like, yes, it will be good to see the service tomorrow. And Ismark turns to her. He's like, no, I fear he or one of his servants may show up. You cannot go. You must stay here.
Is
She
there
just sort
any
of
way
starts
to,
glaring at him.
Well,
is there any way to tell a servant of the devil?
The teeth? I do
Teeth
not
I all
know.
have.
I would assume any with the teeth. It kind of confused mimics the motion you did. Might.
What are you doing?
probably
I
work
can't
for
see. I
him.
hear you're doing something weird with your hands. What are you?
I was copying you.
Oh,
I have never heard of. I've never heard of one that does not work for him.
I see, so it is difficult to tell them.
Yes. Although there are of course the Vistani, but
who are the Vistani? Like you mentioned them before, and you say that they're most likely spies of his.
They're traveling spies of Strahd. Sometimes they lure people in here, but they are also the only ones that can leave.
What do you mean traveling? Like
They
hermits?
they live in caravans. There are a few permanent encampments or semi-permanent encampments that I know of here, but for the most part they are constantly in motion, never settling in one place. I know Villaki, for one, does not even allow them inside.
How are they spies if they are constantly in motion?
Well, I mean,
It
if they
would
move
allow them to
everywhere.
see more things, no?
Yeah.
And besides, as you can see here, sometimes they run taverns and just listen. Yep. All right, so yeah, you guys. He's like, "Oh yes, I'm sorry. You all must be tired." Maurice has already passed back out on the couch. It seems nothing can keep Maurice from food.
Yes, it seems as though, based on your suggestion, I might be trying some of this pie and passing the fuck out.
Yeah. Are you gonna have a slice?
I think I will. Could use the
Alright.
could use the rest.
All right, so you have a slice of it, and what is Clypeus's happy place? Like what would be the most pleasant? What would make Clypeus happy? Like what does she feel is missing from her life?
An empty library where she can be left the fuck alone.
So as you
And it's raining outside.
as you have a bite of this delicious pie with like bits of pecan and like rich tasty meat, you drift off to sleep and you find yourself transported to a vast library that extends in every direction to the edge of your vision. There's no one here aside from, you see one desk in the far corner of someone sitting quietly with a big book in front of them, like that seems to be a librarian.
Perfect.
And there are desks and ladders like that. This library, even upward, it just continues to extend. Subjects covering everything imaginable. You sleep a deep, long rest. You awaken the next morning.
Man, am I happy to be able to click that long rest button.
With 11 temporary hit points.
Oh, heck yeah.
And you feel rested and satisfied, although as you come to life, you can't help but think back to the library and how much drearier Barovia is in comparison. And you feel a little bit hollow and empty inside.
I mean, what's new?
Me IRL.
We did
What
get
about
a
you,
long
Pierre?
rest. Oh fuck no!
You did get a long rest.
Not.
Not gonna have any?
No, because I saw Maurice zonked out. Like if I see Clypeus is eating some too, I'm just like,
Loretta, how
if
about
there's
you?
something
You gonna
up
have
with
any?
these, I don't want everybody to be eating it.
I can rest peacefully when I'm reunited with my husband.
Okay.
Until then, I should not be under the influence of something.
All right. Very
That night before we go to bed, though, I'll take the blindfold off and find some sort of washbin or something to try to like wash off the fabric with all the goop and stuff, and just like.
As you're doing that, you hear footsteps come up behind you.
Which one is it?
It's me,
Oh, fuck.
Irina.
I'll put the thing back on.
No, do not worry. I have seen much worse here. Do what you are doing. What? I'm sorry if this is rude, but that's still on your forehead. Are you a follower of the Morning Lord? I see the sun, and the sun is his symbol.
No. I don't know. I kind of skipped all of my religious studies classes back in school. No, this is a symbol I've
Oh,
had.
thank God.
No, this is a symbol I've
Sorry.
had all my life. um,
Oh, interesting. Were your parents devotees of the Morning Lord?
no clue. I don't know who my parents are.
Interesting. I am sorry to hear that, but just like what
I mean-
happened to you? If this is not rude, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine.
Have you been spent much of your life like this? I
Oh.
do not know what it would be like to be blind.
Uh,
I'm sorry. This is so rude.
No,
I
you're
never
good.
get
I think-
outsiders.
I've spent about 5 hours blind. Yeah,
Oh.
something pretty close to that. About 5 hours now.
You seem well adapted for it, and your ears.
Absolutely.
They are.
not. Yeah, that's new too.
Did she kind of mouths like you hear her mouth something, but you like hear it under her breath like Strahd do this to you?
No. So, when me and my friends came through here, or when we first arrived in this place, we woke up in the woods and we walked through the gate because the sign wasn't there. No, and the first place we came across was a house with a couple of children that were asking for help. Durst Manor, I assume you are well aware. We wanted to help them, so we went in and went into the basement to possibly lay some bones to rest or defeat a monster that was supposedly down there, and a bunch of shadows kind of attacked the group for
What
no
are
no
shadows?
specific reason. Nothing happened to make them do that.
What are shadows?
They're kind of like ghosts, but like they're echoes of a they're dark echoes of a human soul, basically. Like a ghost is basically a direct echo of a human soul. I would say a shadow is if the soul has been twisted and possibly tormented, or if it was evil to begin with, then they change into a shadow and they drain the strength from your very bones if they touch you. So,
Oh, they sound very dangerous.
yeah, they are.
You all must be very capable warriors to have survived.
Yeah, not all of us survived. During the fight, I was surrounded by 5 or 6 of them, and I made a choice to stay surrounded and hope that they didn't attack the others, and they kept hitting me and I went down. And when I went down, there was a moment basically after death that I don't know if you were there when I asked your brother about the angel, but I saw a
yes,
figure that it was a blind angel, and he said, I thought you were the one. I thought you were going to be able to save this land from the devil that infests it. And I told him that I died so my friends didn't have to. And he's like, okay, well, I can give you another chance if you end the devil's reign on this land. And so I took that deal. And when I came back, my eyes were gone and my ears were big. So
She puts a hand on your shoulder. She's like, "Well, you and your friends, you all seem very brave. I, this land does not take it from you like it has so many others." And with that, she walks away. Yeah. All right. With that, you're able to finish washing off, cleaning the blindfold, and as you feel around your eyes, it seems like the flow of whatever fluid was coming out of them has lessened.
Mm-hmm.
Areta, as you fall asleep, you find yourself standing in a square of a town. Um, Looking around, you see a dilapidated, fallen building with a sign half embedded in the ground reading "Bill Drafts Merchandise" or Mercantile. Um, Looking around, you don't see a single intact building. Everything seems destroyed but overgrown. It looks abandoned. Um, Deer graze in the square. Um, and you see rabbits hopping through the remains of the houses. It is, and it's pleasant. There are flowers growing, but there are very clearly no people. Um, and with that, you drift off to other dreams, perhaps of your husband and your family. Um, but towards the end, you feel your dreams change again, and you're running through the woods, something dark and shapeless chasing you and hounding your trail. No matter which way you turn, it seems to be gaining, and your movement slowing. And just as it's about to catch you, you awaken in a bit of a sweat to the wee hours of the morning. Looking outside your window, you see a bat hanging on a branch, just staring in at you.
I wave at the bat.
It doesn't even respond. It just sits there looking at you.
I'm going to, I guess, stand up and check to just see if everybody else is still sleeping.
Yeah, looking around,
Obviously.
you estimate it
Why?
to be like 3 or 4 in the morning. Maurice is still passed out on the couch. You see Calipius out, just absolutely out. Sort of like passed out at a slightly awkward angle, but she seems to be smiling.
All right. Remind me, Bill Drafts Mercantile. Is that the name of the store here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was the name of the store across from the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
And did you say everything else around me in that dream was destroyed?
Everything, every building. There wasn't a single fully standing building. It looked
Okay.
overgrown and abandoned.
Okay. So that wasn't like a vision of now at all.
No.
Okay. Just checking everything. All right. Seeing that there's everybody else is still asleep, I guess Arad is going to attempt to continue to go back asleep, even with the strange thing chasing her in that last dream.
You fall back asleep, and your dream, while you get a full, nice long rest, your dreams are restless and frightening. With that, you all awaken the next morning. Ready to continue on your day. You awaken to find Ismark has already started breakfast, and in fact, as you come down, there's a big heaping plate of pancakes on the table. He's like, "Look, I even managed to recently trade for some butter, so I have butter for all of you today."
All right, Ismark is already best girl.
As well as he's like, I normally save this for special occasions. but he comes back out with a jar of honey. He's like, as a thank you for the boon you have been to this town.
Have we been a
as
boon
you-
to this town?
For the boon,
I mean,
the boon. He's like, I hope you enjoy. I tried. I admit I don't often get to cook for many people, but I do enjoy it.
I believe
Bit
that
of a passion of yours, eh?
Kuvir and Maurice are just scarfing down all the pancakes we can get.
Maurice, like before he even finished talking, he like was halfway done with a pancake.
It's gonna grab.
He's like,
two
it
before
can be
Maurice
hard to
gets
get
back.
it can be hard to get the wheat, but I think I don't know what else could be a more specification.
I will respectfully take one.
All right.
Lancelot!
Irina
feed
comes
Lancelot
down,
with pancake.
literally rubbing her eyes, and you know she's not dressed in the breastplate. And Ismark looks at her. He's like, surely you would like to get. She's like, just let me eat breakfast. Ismark, you're overwhelming. Just shut up. Sits down, a cake, and she's like, oh, you brought honey out. Sprinkles some on top and starts very like well-manneredly eating her pancakes. I think you still have 3/4 of the pie left, Parker, or
Oh, okay,
Clippius.
cool.
Yeah, you only ate 1/4 of it.
Like, as I came down, I'm kind of like undoing the. Like, I had the egg wrapped in my, like, belt sash. I'm kind of like undoing that and like kind of bringing it out. Just like. So can somebody actually
as
look
you're-
at this now, or because like we were kind of in a rush
As you're
before.
unwrapping it, like those of you that look, it seems to have decayed significantly since its removal from the house. A lot of those bones appear to have, like most of the shell has crumpled into ash, and all that's left really of the skeleton is like it's like almost like a pile of dust with just with a small skull sitting in it.
Same with the angel feather that I took.
The angel feather has it's just this like whatever the stem portion is, like all of the actual feather has crumbled away.
How's that orb doing there,
I think
Clippius?
as Maurice pulls out the ambers, the amber seems unaffected. Oh,
The
what did
amber
you say?
seems unaffected.
Nothing.
The amber seems unaffected.
Oh, that's cool.
My precious.
Yeah. Have you, when you were sleeping, did you happen to see any dreams
No.
that were?
I didn't see anything.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. That reminds me. There was a dream for you, Coupier.
Either way,
on,
I still
let's-
didn't see
let's-
anything.
Let's take a moment back.
Oh.
Let's just take one step back because I totally forgot to do the dream. for
Melissa, as you are Cuvier, you've only recently been blind, so I would assume you still
I
dream
still
with
dream and
images.
vision,
Interesting.
yes.
You find yourself, you awaken in a forest. You look around you. You're like right off the side of the road. Looking beside you, you see Clippius and Areta, horribly injured, but stable. But looking at them and like seeing them in color, like the blood starting to soak through the bandage on Clippius's neck. You estimate they probably don't have more than about, like, even stable, they'll probably expire within the hour. You try to use your healing magic, but you're spent.
Mm-hmm.
You have no access. You have nothing left to give. Looking, like, thinking back, like, suddenly you know where you are. You're too far from your camp. You're too far from the nearest town on foot to carry them. You need a cart to save them. Trundling up the trundling down the path, going in the wrong direction is a middle-aged, like a small, like kind of pudgy middle-aged man. Actually, no, sorry, like a skinny, like almost. He clearly looks not very well off. Man with transporting bunch of wine in the back of his cart. Like his cart is full of wine. And like he looks at you, looks back to the road, and it's just like he clearly doesn't want to stop.
Like I wouldn't be able to like get out in the road.
You totally could, but like he like he sees you from away and is like trying not to make eye contact.
I would like to get into the middle of the road and stop him and just be like, my friends need help.
It's like, to where? I'm
Anywhere with
I'm
people.
heading this way. I'm still full. It will be night soon if I don't keep going. It's going to take me another few hours to get to town. Another 3 or 4 hours to get to town.
What about back to town? They need help now. They need medical assistance.
If I miss this delivery, I will never be hired again. My family will starve. I can't help you.
Fuck. Moral dilemma.
You hear a like as you're sitting there in indecision, hear like a voice in your head. It's like, he does not see the bigger picture. Surely you, as is you, once the lord of this land, could employ him and ensure for his family.
Nice, Britta.
I'll pay you in coin. I'll pay you all the coin that I have right now. All of it.
How much do you have? You look down, you check your pockets, you have no money.
Everything that I ever will have. These people can help save this land.
I'm sorry, I don't know you. I'm sorry, terrible things happen in these woods. I can't.
How close am I to him?
You're fairly close. Like, he kind of came to a stop in front of you. You're like right in front of his horses.
I'm sorry, friend. I'm gonna try to grab him and pull him off. Throw
All right, make an intimidation check for me.
Oh, fuck.
With advantage. All right. With that, he's like, he drops down. He's like, no, it's yours. Just
my friends need help. I'm sorry. I'll pay you back. I promise.
No, I'm sure you know better. You're right. I'm sorry.
What's your name?
I was being selfish.
What's your name? And, like, as I'm putting...
Fades.
Fuck!
and you wake up with like a slight feeling of satisfaction.
Oh. Weird satisfaction.
like confidence that you have done the right thing. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily from yourself, though.
You should have pulled out
like,
your saving the world badge.
You get the feeling that something's proud of you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that just... Fuck.
Alright. So yeah, there you go. That's your dream. Now you guys may return to your breakfast. Oh, so Ismark made pancakes for all of you. And even broke out the butter and honey. Because he is so thankful for your presence.
Okay.
All right. As I was saying to Kuvia,
Butter and honey are rare.
I saw.
Are there any bees in
dream.
Barovia?
Hold on. Aretta was saying something. I missed what it was.
I saw a dream from. That was on the same vein as as whoever it was that brought me back. As their vision. I was wondering if you had seen anything as well.
Something. It was weird. I don't know if it was just a guy coming down the road and I needed his cart. I just couldn't make a choice, and every second I wasted, the decision just got harder and harder, and eventually I just had to make a bad one. But it was weird because it felt like I had made the right decision for someone else. Like, it was somebody else's right decision.
I blame it on the
So-
pies.
I didn't have a pie.
Oh,
Olypius did.
I
though.
blame
Would-
it on not eating the pie.
I did.
Would Tarmac
I-
have had a
I-
pie?
Olympus had a pie.
Yeah, Tarmac was just like, fuck it. If I'm getting poisoned, I'm getting
Okay.
poisoned.
So Tarmac, what is Tarmac's happy place? Like what would be ideal for Tarmac? Like what would make Tarmac happy?
Right now, just chilling, relaxing in a nice picnic on top of a hill with some good food, just alone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just perfect temperature out, and he's just snacking on food and just lying back and looking at the view and taking a nap.
As you eat the pie and you go to sleep, you drift off and find yourself lying on a hill. The sun warm overhead, light clouds, so it's not too bright. You
Yeah.
hear birds softly chirping in the background. You feel nice and full as you glance over to the still brimming picnic basket next to you. The insects have left you alone. You're lying back on a pillow up on top of the hill. Just
But the peacocks are still trying to annoy me.
nope, no peacocks. That's how good it is. And like you feel safe. There's no one that wants anything from you. You are
Yeah.
happy. You awaken the next morning with 13 temporary hit points.
Mm.
And as you wake
More
up,
than
you
half my
feel-
health.
Yeah, you feel satisfied and happy, but as the sleep fades from your eyes and your body returns to normal, you feel a bit hollow and empty inside.
Well, yeah, that was there before.
But even
That's
more
exactly
so.
what I said when I woke up.
But yeah, and then you come down to pancakes.
And pancakes always fill the hole.
Oh no,
Fucking
webcam focus.
one brain cell.
No, don't do this to me.
Right, I was having that issue yesterday, Parker.
I
There you
guess.
go.
There we
It's
go.
'cause it's darker in my room than it actually looks like it is right now. Wait. I
Oh,
turned
it
this on.
defocused.
There
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, for those of you that ate the pies, you had wonderful dreams. For those of you that did not,
Well, you kept your soul or something.
maybe.
Debatable.
Is Kuvier's soul his own anymore?
Yeah.
The real question. So Ismar's like, so I was hoping when you were done, you would all help me carry my father's coffin to Father Donovich, yes?
I
See
will.
why not?
And Irina's like, you're still gonna make me stay here, are you? He's like, yes, Irina, it is just too dangerous, you know this. And she just sighs.
You think it's more dangerous for her to be out of sight from anyone who could help her?
Well, I was
Roll
gonna say if
roll a
she's here,
persuasion
then
check.
Cuvier can't help. Or fucking.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Strahd can't get to her because he can't come inside. Nor can any vampires.
He's like, it is as your friend says. He cannot enter this place.
Oh, but his followers can't. Vilaki? Nope. Other ones.
Vlaki,
Vistani.
Vistani. They could, but they generally stay out of town. The only Vistani I've seen are the three that run the blood on the blood of the vine. And besides, she should be able to. She is not incapable. She is a talented warrior. She is
Well,
quite talented with the
Hold
blade.
on. If she's not incapable, why
It's
doesn't
just
she
it
come
is
with
so
us?
much more
'Cause
dangerous.
well, yeah, but at least with us, she'll have 5 more people. Because Maurice is here. Five
But
more
none
people.
of us, even all of us together, should the devil want to, he could kill us all with a snap of his fingers.
She dyed her hair. Does
Why?
he know that she dyed her hair? Does he know what she looked like right now?
I don't know what he knows and what he doesn't.
Snap his little fingies.
Make a persuasion check for me with disadvantage. Cuvier.
Fucking eyes.
And Clippius made one before you,
A
which
bad
was a
one.
4. It's like, I'm sorry, no, it is simply safer for her here. He has shown he is unwilling to trespass on our home. He is, if nothing else, of his word. As far I've never heard of him breaking his word.
I was about to waste my stupid channel divinity to give me a +5 bonus, but I'm like,
I mean, you
Well,
totally could.
I know, but you never know.
No, all right.
How
He's
early
like-
in the day is it? Like how long did we sleep in for?
It's like you slept a full 8 hours. But it's like 8 a.m.
Okay.
You probably woke up around 5 or 6. But I assume you did wizardy things in the morning first, like
As
re-preparing spells and.
Yeah.
As
But
we
food
were
would
doing
have been
that,
ready around 8.
as I was also preparing my spells, I'll kind of, as I'm meditating on that, I'll kind of go over to Clippius. So, do you think it's worth it to know how to cast some sort of detection magic to see if we can protect against poison and disease? Because if something is
don't
in the
know
wells
about-
in the water, then we might want to be able to fully identify that's the source of where the
I can
zombification.
identify it. I can't protect us from it.
Do you already have the ability to detect
Yes,
it?
I've re-prepared my spells this morning, so I can do that now.
Gotcha.
It takes a long time for Clippius because she's got to do wizard preparation and cleric preparation every morning. So it's a long morning every morning.
Well, I was just asking because I have another one that I can prepare, and I don't know what to prepare early.
Since Tarmac had some of the pie as well, you guys now have 1 cookie and 2 servings of pie left. Just because I would ask someone keep track of that because it's a fairly powerful item. Like that's a lot of temporary HP it gives you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please keep track of that.
Okay.
Do I want
One
purify
cookie, 2
food
pie.
and
1
drink?
cookie, 2 pie. 1 cookie, 2 pie. 1 cookie, 2 pie. 1 cookie, 2 pie.
Yeah, okay. And so, like, as you're sitting down at breakfast, Irina comes over to you already, and she's like, I am sorry, again, I do not mean to be rude, but I have never seen anyone like you. Like, where are you from? Are you like the forest folk here? Do you, like, what I've heard of them, but I've never seen them. I hear they are closely tied and in tune with nature. I have never seen anyone that looks more in tune with nature than you.
Naturally.
I am a minotaur from a far, far away land.
A minotaur.
I
Huh.
am a shepherd by trade before
Oh.
I was taken to this land like the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
I did not always look like this, but a mysterious benefactor brought me from the brink of death, and
Was it a blind angel?
no, it was 3 women.
Oh.
I do not know their nature, their true, or nor their true
She
purpose
she
for me.
chuckles at that. She's like, ha, their nature.
Boo.
Now, you say the forest folk. Where are they?
Ah,
What?
I must admit, I've only heard stories. I wish I could answer more, but I don't. She kind of like rubs the back of her head. I don't get out a whole lot, sadly. Especially these days.
But you
With COVID
surely
and all.
know
Oh, sorry.
something like where they might be, or any
In the
even the
forests in the
vaguest of
mountains?
stories.
I hear there are some in the mountains and some in the forests.
I mean, they are called forest folk. I would think some would live in the forest.
But they
Yes, but
never come
there's
into
forest
town.
all around.
I'm sorry, I do not have any more knowledge for you.
All right, thank you. I was not aware of these forest folk.
There is a lot from what I've heard. There's a lot going on here, but sadly, it's usually the only times it's not quiet here. It's quite, at least in our village, it seems to be things going wrong. She looks really sad for a moment. She's like, well, thank you. I am sorry to pry. What was your name again?
Alrighta.
Rita.
Alrighta Brightwood.
Rita Brightwood. That is a lovely name. And you notice, like, as she's at breakfast, she's like looking thoughtfully at all of you. Like she's trying to think of, like, she's just looking like very intently and thoughtfully, just observing you guys while you eat.
As we
and
gorge
get ready
ourselves
for the
on
day.
pancakes.
Yeah. You notice, like, her and Ismark don't eat a whole lot of the pancakes. They like each have one, but seem to be purposefully leaving most of them for all of you.
I stick with my just one that I took. That's it.
It's noticing that Ismark sort of like looks to you and he's like, I'm so sorry. With all the commotion yesterday, I don't believe I got your name. Or I
Me?
don't believe I got your name. Yes, you. What was your name again?
Clipius. A pleasure to meet you.
Clivius. I've never heard a name like that. Yes, it is a pleasure to meet you as well. And please, have more. I have made these for all of you. I would like you to be well nourished and healthy
Oh,
for
there's
today.
not much to nourish.
She is
Chuckles.
small.
It's like, yes, I suppose you are right. It's good to see your companions enjoying themselves. You see Maurice is like on like the 7th pancake.
I was gonna
Yes,
say,
you
I
wouldn't
think
believe the,
Kuvira
hunger on
would
that
have been like trying to keep up with Maurice, but after like the 6th and a half one, he's just like,
And Maurice is still going
"You
strong.
win."
Yes, you wouldn't believe the hunger on that one.
He's like, is she okay?
Hunger.
He's like, is
She's
she
hangry.
all right?
She's a pretty hangry person.
No, but nothing to be concerned about.
All right. Huh.
No issues that didn't already exist before.
Oh.
She's got a tapeworm.
He's got a tapeworm.
Oh my god.
Call back to
Ah,
Szechuan, bitches.
Very well. All right. So as you guys looking for you all to finish, he's like, all right. So if you could help me carry this through. As you guys make your way out of helping him carry Kolyan's coffin, you pass by Morgantha's cart again, Granny's cart, and there seems to be a long line of people buying pies from her. And like just those red you would catch, they seem to be paying about 2 marks per pie.
Oh dang.
Damn.
Gold pie, damn.
I mean, you can probably see why.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Um,
that's legit. That's basically like this is basically
That's
like
like
the
several
drug
months
of this time.
wages
Yeah.
for a single pie.
That is a shit ton
These
of money.
people out here paying for fucking Benadryl.
Yeah.
But like as you saw, like each pie would have 4 servings.
I mean, still, like, a gold is, I think, like Brian said, that's like a month of wages. Damn.
Yeah, people are paying a lot for this.
I'd pay a lot for sleep.
Yeah, fair. Same.
Yeah. I would like some somnia.
Yeah, some. All right, so as you hold on, let me turn my light on real quick.
I'm not. I like being the Artusha this week.
Blowing head must continue.
It is tradition now. We have done it 3 times. Now we just need someone
No,
who's...
I'm sorry. You're.
As you pass by, Morgantha sees you, and she's like, "Oh, hello, dears. Should I put anything aside for all of you?"
I think we're still making our way through what we got last night. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, she smiles and puts her hand over her heart. She's like, "Oh, that warms my old heart to hear. Well, if you ever need more, you know where to find me." And she's like, "Oh
Indeed.
yes,
Not
of
the old
course."
windmill, apparently.
And, yeah. So as you guys,
Oh wait, I totally forgot to ask earlier. She's
Yeah.
not the old woman that we saw in our dreams, is she?
No, not at all. Completely
Okay.
different old woman. There's a lot of old women. I'm pretty sure Barovia is at least 30% old women.
So are we
Actually, yes, that
carrying
would
the
be a place
casket,
that
or
sucks.
is it
Yes,
on
you guys
like
are
a...
literally
Okay.
carrying the casket.
Oh, okay, here, hold on.
I want to see this. Where's that -2 strength check?
Why? What?
Hop and dance.
Why is this happening?
There we go. There we go.
We're carrying the coffin.
All right.
Why?
Oh my God, that's what this
Why?
is. Jesus. All right. So here, let me check.
You looking for the medieval coffin dance?
No, it's just the modern version.
If everyone could drag their tokens
Gross.
to right here. I don't know if you can see my ping. Honestly, just put them in the bottom
Can't see
left of
anything.
the map.
Keep pinging, please.
Just bottom left of the map.
Okay. Why
I
is
am unable to
Clippy
do
so
so.
big? Okay.
Big Clippius.
Big Clippius.
Gary, if you can do that for me.
Yeah.
Any theme you're looking for right now, Gary?
Something a little spookier.
Okay.
Although honestly, this is kind of perfect.
Spooky. Big
Like
tarmac.
I feel like this is really fitting for what's going on. Big tarmac.
Yeah, Doretta.
Should everyone be grayed out? Because they're like grayed out for me.
Hold on a second. I think that might be because
Is this using the
I
fog
have
of
it
war stuff?
set to. I don't have it set to daylight mode, so you're
There we
seeing
go.
people through dark vision.
Oh, gotcha. That would make sense.
All right, is this with the so this is with the dark vision stuff or darkness
Yeah.
stuff? All right, I'm able to send me screenshots.
He's like, I turned it to daylight mode, so you should be able to see now.
I'll need to reload. Maybe that's it.
It also might fight because when I drag tokens, it doesn't work. Oh, yeah, I needed to give your token vision.
That would help.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
drag tokens, it completely resets them.
That's weird.
Yeah, so as you guys approach,
I assume we're probably
he's
on
like-
the path.
yeah, you're on the path. Ismark's like, I would ask you, please be gentle with Donovan. He is not entirely there these days, but he is still a good man, and he has done much good for our town.
Understood.
So, as you he's like, if one of you would not mind fetching him.
Don't mind if you'd point me in the direction.
He just points towards the doors. He should be inside. He is almost always in there praying. He
Sure,
spends
I'll
most of his days praying.
be right back. I'll go walk in.
All right.
I was
As
gonna
you
say,
walk
I
in,
don't think the blind man or the Minotaur should be the emissaries for any of these missions.
I don't know if I should actually go anywhere on the map, so I'll just
yeah,
stay
yeah,
right
yeah,
here for
go in,
now.
go in. It's no problem.
Okay.
Let me.
Oh. Wait just a minute.
All right, there you go. As you enter, you see a heavy set man, kind of kneeling on the floor, feverishly praying. Um, as you begin to approach, he doesn't even seem to register.
And what was his name again?
Donovich, Father Donovich.
Hail to thee, Father Donovich.
He's like, huh? Oh, is someone there? And he stands up and he turns and he stumbles slightly and steadies himself on the altar. You look at him. There's deep bags under his eyes. As he turns to greet you, Cuvier, you hear this as well. Actually, as do you, Aretta. A voice rings out, like slightly muffled for those of you outside, but it just goes, "Father, feed me! I am starving!" And he winces at that, and he's like, "Is there something I can help you with?"
Is there something I can help you with?
No, I am praying for the Morning Lord's guidance. Please do not worry.
Well, yes, I'm here with Ismark. He wishes to lay his father to rest.
Ah, of course. Koldian was such a good man.
Can I see anyone, or could I hear where that voice came from?
It sounds like it's coming from below the. It sounded like it was coming from below the church.
Okay.
Oh, man! I wonder why you can't see anything. Hold on a second.
Sorry, I sent that to you so that you wouldn't interrupt the session, but whatever.
No, it's
I mean, it could just be because I'm using the phone, so wacky things happen with the phone.
yeah. Yeah. Can someone just send him screenshots periodically?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to see at the moment.
No worries. It's just better so I can actually know what's going on.
Yeah. Here, you know what? I did set it to daylight mode, so you shouldn't even need vision. I could just turn the dynamic lighting off. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn the dynamic lighting off for now.
Oh, that turned everything back on. All right, damn it.
Yeah.
Dynamic lighting is just broken on the phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Don't worry about the section that's, if you hadn't guessed, that's under the church. In case you were interested in going down there, yeah.
We just have no basements.
He kind of like, as you're having this conversation, a few moments later, the voice rings out again. "Father, please!" And he winces again and kind of unsteadily starts to walk towards the door.
If I may, sir, that doesn't sound like a very good situation. Are you sure there's nothing I can help you with?
I've been praying to the Morning Lord for guidance. He will provide.
I have food on me.
He looks sadly at you. That food is not what he wants.
I see.
And it's like he follows you outside. As he does, you see, like, not the same as the mist, but like a thick, more natural fog begins to roll in, and the sky darkens, and a light rain begins to fall as he steps outside, over and motions you around back towards the burial plot that he has gotten ready.
Before they come back
he
out,
bega-
can I sort of like lean over to Ismark?
Mhm.
What is that? Like asking about the kid.
That is Doru. He has been like this for more than a year.
Like,
Ever since he and the mob went to the castle. It's been longer. It has been several years. In fact, I'm sorry, I try not to think about it. I do not know quite for how long, but he was part of one of the mobs that went to the castle, and, well, it never ends well for them. It has not been good for Father Donovich. He prays for guidance every day. And I fear he rarely sleeps.
so he's been cursed, or he's been...
Something happened to his son, and he has not been the same.
Gotcha.
As he leads you all out back, he begins to give a sermon about the Morning Lord, speaking about how the end of life is no more than a sunset leading to a night before rebirth and dawn. Occasionally, he loses his train of thought as another cry of starvation rings out from Doru, making him wince, and he'll have to go back a little and start it. As his sermon draws to a close, and you start to, and just before he's about to inter the body of Kolyan, you see a man in a long cloak with elven features and a large scar across his face begins to approach. He nods to Ismark and he's like, "Ah, yes, Master Ismark. My master wishes to extend his deepest condolences. It is he always regrets the death of one of his men." As he approaches, all of you within 10 feet of him begin to hear, like, just whispering through your mind, the screams of the dead and the dying. As he does, Ismark just glares at him, and he's like, I'm sure this was one of your master's servants doing it." He's like, "My master has no such knowledge, I assure you." And he looks at him, he's like, "Ah, I see you have made new friends. My name is Rahadin. Who are all of you?" Gesturing to all of you.
I'm just pretending like I don't know he's there.
I'll kind of glance over my shoulder, everyone else that's with us, and then I'll kind of be like, "Friends to Ismark, of course."
I would be pleased to know your names.
Would I know if it's a dangerous thing to give my name to a vampire?
So I would like you to do two things. I would like you to make an insight check
Yeah.
and a history check. Or if anyone else has anything they want to do to try and determine if this is a vampire. Insight. As he speaks, you do not see any pointed teeth. This man does not appear to be a vampire.
Question still stands though. Should I ever give my name to a vampire?
You have heard of no stories of names granting vampires any more power than they would grant another person.
Okay.
He looks to all of you. You still hear like this choir of screams and cries of death echoing in your mind as he stands close to you. They met an elf that came up and he introduced himself as Rahadin and inquired to who all of you are and offered his master's condolences for the death of Kolyan. Also, Areta, you would see standing off far away from the far towards the edge of the cemetery, almost out of view, is a very tall figure wrapped in a cloak, their head bowed in prayer.
Also,
Do I recognize this figure?
I'm sorry?
I said,
Someone
do I
says-
recognize this figure?
You do not. It is tough to make out any features as the fog swirls around them.
But also, Ismark regarded Rahadin with a very cold air. Like, he
Yeah,
does not like him.
he does not seem to be a big fan of Rahadin.
I mean, Rahadin, like, when he said his master, this Strahd vibes.
Make an insight check for me.
2 or above, and you'll probably get it.
Yeah. Is he a Zarovich?
I mean, maybe. I mean, Master isn't exactly super specific, but you also haven't heard that many other people referred to as Master recently.
Yeah. Real Strahd hours.
Yeah. Like, it's probably, you're not 100% sure, but it's probably a safe assumption this man may have something to do with Strahd.
Basically assume that about most people we run into, and it's a safe assumption.
You know, it's quite odd. We actually ran into another one of your master's associates last night, and they quite seem to know our names already.
I am not heavily involved in the affairs of my master's consorts.
In that case, my name is Clypius.
So you're not heavily involved in his affairs.
He just looks at you and doesn't say anything. It is a pleasure, Mr. Asclepius. He looks at each of you in turn. Though he gets to...
Harmac.
It is a pleasure, Master Cuvier and Master Tarmac. And what of you, my impressive friend?
I am Areta.
I am honored to meet you. Now, I sense that I may not be welcome. I shall leave you all in peace. Ismark, I have something for you. And he pulls a letter out of his. He opens his jacket and pulls out a letter and hands it to him. This is for Irina, courtesy of my master.
Oh boy.
And he leaves. Unless there is anything you would wish to ask of me.
Is that... No, I don't know he's there. Never mind.
Actually, yes, I do have one question of you.
Yes, Mr. Asclepius.
It seems as though that your master is the law in this land, and wishing to uphold the standards of the law, we've come into a bit of a conflict of interest when it comes to ownership of a property. Perhaps wondering if your master would know of a location of a man by the name of Dimov?
I shall inquire in the records.
Much appreciated.
Although this is perhaps a droll matter for a funeral.
Understandably.
He bows and leaves. Areta, as you trained your focus on Rahadin for a moment, you look back to where the tall figure in the fog was, and there is no sign of them anymore. As Rahadin steps away, you turn it. You hear the sound of a carriage, which you hadn't heard pull up, begin to leave, with Rahadin as Rahadin steps in.
You know, I have to admit, if it weren't for the screams of the dead, he would have been downright almost
You heard
pleasurable
that
to
too?
speak
I
with.
thought I was just like hallucinating something. Like I just, you know, like weird things happen when you don't have eyes. Like I wasn't sure if that was because none of you guys reacted, so I was just like, oh, whatever. It must be.
I mean, what do
nothing.
you say to it, Annie?
I mean, like if I had known it was him, then I would have been like, yo.
It's like when somebody
what's up?
smells really bad, but you don't know them well enough to tell them that they smell really bad. You just
tell them
only
they
comment
smell
on it
bad.
once they're
Just be
gone.
like, yo, take a shower when you get home. Look,
Take a shower, wash away your sins.
Why don't you wash off all that sin? Yeah.
Look, man, if I smell bad, I would want one of you telling me that I fucking smell bad, alright?
Well,
Yeah, but would
Kavir,
you
I
want
have
us
been meaning
telling
to tell
you-
your eyes are a bit...
Well, that's just cruel.
Well, like, I know my eyes are disgusting.
Oh,
That's
no,
why I'm
I meant
covering
the
them up
smell
with the...
coming from them.
Oh, okay.
It's-
I'll try to wash them
Yeah.
out again. I washed
They're
them out
starting
last
to
night, but they were
atrophy a
kind
little
of...
bit.
I mean, I washed them out last night, but it was...
Maybe you better
I-
let me
I-
help you with that
yeah,
later. It's
yeah.
probably not best to have a blind man wash out their own eyes.
I mean, like, I got, like, up until, like, the socket, and then I just couldn't. So, yeah, if you could help me out with that
Yeah.
tonight, that'd...
Didn't
Be
go over
helpful.
that in any of the schools I went to, but maybe.
Yeah, you would think that would have
Here's
been
the
part
thing.
of my medical training as a paladin. No, just eye socket cleaning.
We need
Nah.
to find one of those eye cleaners in a lab that it's just like.
Alternatively,
Just flush it
a
out.
cast of prestidigitation might be what you need.
Oh, true, yeah.
It's worth a
As you
shot.
guys are having this conversation, it is punctuated once again by the police. I'm so hungry.
Did somebody want to
Wait,
give
what?
that who like?
I inquired it is not food that he desires.
Oh,
No.
yike!
I feel like
Yeah,
this
yikes
is kind
for
of
me,
an
dog.
obvious thing, but has the priest here had any clerics or paladins look to see if that's a reversible thing? I assume that he would have, but because
If it is
Ismark
it
was
within
saying
our
that it
skill
was for a
set?
while. Like, it's been like that for a while. I'd be kind of concerned if he hadn't.
Then again, they did say that travel was quite deadly.
True.
So what is he like? What was it that he told you?
I just said that I could offer him some food, and he said that it was not food that he was yearning for.
And I had asked Ismark, and Ismark said that the kid's name is Doru. He went up with
Should
a...
we be concerned that Ismark was just handed a letter for payment for his sister? Like, is she gone?
No, it's not pay. It's for his sister, like to give to his sister.
It's to give to his sister.
Oh, okay.
Here's your receipt.
Here's your receipt.
That's,
we
that's
we just
exactly
bought
what I
her.
thought he was doing. He's just like, by the way, we took her already. Here's like 10 gold. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
20
Here's a-
marks.
Yeah.
20 marks, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the dowry, I guess.
Oh god. Yeah, but Ismark said that the kid's name is Doru. He went with a mob up to the castle a year or so ago, and he just hasn't been the same. Like, he's been like this since they came back.
Hmm.
So this has been like this for a while now.
Out of character, I will say. I think we should wait to address that until Maurice is here in person.
Yeah, probably.
That seems like a Maurice gig.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry.
Good for his
You don't know what
particular
hunger
talent.
feels like. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Marius
ever had
is
a
just gonna
tapeworm?
get in an argument with him.
Like, you think you're hungry? I'm hungry. Feed me.
I just ate 10 pancakes and I'm still hungry. No.
I just ate 10 people and
I will say the funeral has drawn to a close at this point, so you guys are free to stay here in the very
Is a
uncomfortable
funeral for the
setting.
grandpa we like?
No, it's
No.
for
This is for
The-
Ismark's
okay.
and Irina's father.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Irina should have been
actually,
here,
I
but I'm
need.
glad she wasn't because that dude was here.
Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need someone to roll a d4 for me.
Got it. Bink. 2.
2. Well, okay, fine. I was going 1, 2, 3, 4. You under. This is hilarious. You probably wouldn't have thought much of it the previous night, but you did find a piece of paper under your pillow.
Who?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. You don't know what's on it because you're blind, but you found a piece of paper. It was literally It was Clippius Cuvier Tarmac Areta was the order, and you rolled a 2.
That's great.
Roll a 2.
I'm just gonna fucking
Man, Parker, that's an
repost
old
this
meme.
every
That's an old
time.
meme.
That's an old D&D meme.
No. Alright, no, who was it? Was
I'm just, like,
Areta the first one
Keep
that was up?
linking it.
Yeah. We'll deal with that like when you guys get back.
Yeah.
We'll say you just had forgotten about that, and you're just like, wait, I just saw him head out later. I found a piece of paper under my pillow. What the fuck was that?
Oh, I heard he flipped some paper around and handed it to Eastmark.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that other piece of paper that I
Yeah,
heard
there
flit
you go.
around.
Sorry, there's so many floating pieces. I'm bound to forget one occasionally.
No, you're good. You're good. It's kind of hilarious that
So,
the blind man got the letter.
Ismark looks at you as the funeral draws to a close, and Ismark shovels the first bit of soil onto the grave. He's like, if you all wouldn't mind helping quickly, we can get this done and then return. So perhaps we can either help the town or get Irina out of here. Honestly, I may prefer getting Irina out of here, but I do not know that the town how much longer. I fear we may have to evacuate soon.
Yeah.
Well, let us hope it doesn't come to that.
I'll walk up and like, where is it? There it is. Grab a shovel and start digging.
In pretty much no time, you guys are able to fill in the grave. You all begin to head back towards Ismark's home, passing the Blood of the Vine Tavern. On the way, it seems that the line leading to Granny is still going strong, although she's like, you hear her call at one point as you're walking by, not to you guys, but in general, she's like, all right, no more people in line, I am nearly out. And you hear a couple arguments start at the back as people try to push in line as they want to get pies before she's done.
Should we stop by Bildrath's to see if we can get some supplies?
I think that's a good idea.
Because if we do want to decide that we want to head out, I would rather have the supplies beforehand, and that way we can just get up and go.
Ismark,
feeling-
upon hearing that's like, all right, perhaps I will help Irina get ready to go and meet you back at my home. Yes?
Yep. We'll
All
meet
right.
you back there. Stay safe.
All right. As you guys make your way into Bildrath's, the door opens and a bell chimes, and you see a man behind the counter, appears to be reading a book, looks up, he's like, welcome. Closes his book, puts it on the desk, and starts to watch all of you. It's like, I'm Bildrath. got anything you need to. I got most things you might want. Kind of like a greasy-looking man with a large bald patch, like kind of like long hair, like down to here, just like straight hair down to there. Just sort of like glowers at all of you. You can find anything in here, and the adventuring gear under 25. That is under 25 gold.
Let's see.
Okay.
Here, I'll send a link.
We're going
Yeah.
shopping?
Here, I'll post a link.
How much money you guys have? But I have like 3 gold worth of money.
Same.
I've got a bit.
I mean, I don't really.
I mean, what do we have that we can sell?
Not much.
You had like a bunch of gems or something that were fake.
Oh, we got that crossbow, like the heavy one, didn't we? Is anyone using that?
Mhm.
We have a heavy, a light, and a hand. I have the heavy. Tarmac has the other 2.
Wait, we have a light crossbow?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, you picked up a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts for each.
Is a light crossbow just like worse than a hand crossbow?
It's
Basically.
1d8.
So.
Oh, it's a D8. Should I keep?
Mhm.
Do we want that? Because I have been using the hand crossbow this entire time. No reason then.
Alright, in all honesty, Areta, considering the bark skin AC and considering she just has a stick as a weapon, I don't need any kind of equipment at all.
Don't even want a bedroll? He does not sell weapons, I should mention.
Yeah. Okay, actually, I think I kind of
He
want
does
to
not
just
sell
sell off
weapons
this,
or armor.
So we have gems, right? So
Yeah.
write those down somewhere.
I was gonna try to
currently
get.
have 27 gold written down. Didn't we get? We split up
You
currency.
found some. You found
Yeah.
some gold, yeah.
Not 27 gold.
Yeah,
worth,
we got 2.
Maybe
gold
27
and
total.
11. We
Yeah, it
got
was
2
like 2
gold and
gold and 11
11
silver.
silver each is what we should have right now.
And I think because I went and handled the skin pouch, I got like 2 extra silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops. Did I get? Maybe I just never removed my original gold.
For some reason,
That's
I
likely.
know I wrote down the gems, but they're not in my inventory anymore.
Well, I'm wondering, did we just calculate out the gold on the gems?
I definitely didn't.
No.
Let me see what gems were available to you. I know you found the locket.
Yeah.
But we said that we
You
were gonna
found
keep the locket to give
a,
it to Dimov if we found him as proof of.
Yeah, so you found a pouch containing 11 gold and 60 silver, a chest containing 3 moss agates worth 10 gold each.
I think definitely the
silver
pouch of
short
money is what
sword.
we split up. I don't think
Yeah,
we split up anything else.
Yeah, you did find a silver short sword though. Who has that? by
Oh
the way?
fuck! I would want that.
was. I was. Yeah. Are we sure Maurice didn't take that?
I'm pretty
Maurice
sure
might have
Maurice
taken
uses the pickaxe.
Maurice has a pickaxe.
The
You're right.
Maurice
magic
has
Yeah,
a magic pickaxe.
yeah,
Why would
so-
he ever need
Yeah,
anything
Maurice
That
else?
was
is a
given to
hex blade.
Tarmac.
Oh, right. Good point.
Yeah, you have a silver short sword. It's worth 110 gold. You also found the locket worth 750 gold.
Oh god damn!
It had the picture of of Gustav and Elizabeth in it.
Yeah,
It's
and
made of
we were gonna
platinum.
say that was. If we found Dimov, we were gonna give that to him, saying, "Hey, here's the deed to your family's place. It's yours now. Here's the
Did you guys-
proof that your family's dead." Basically.
Did you guys take the jewelry box
We did,
itself?
but we buried the. Oh no,
The-
we took the box. Yeah.
Yeah.
You took the box. So the box is made of silver and gold filigree. It's worth 75 gold, as well as you buried 2 of 3 gold rings. You kept 1 worth 25 gold.
Okay,
And
so
then
we're
you-
just gonna sell off right on the bat. The gems, the box, and the ring.
All right, so you put the gems on the counter. He's like, "I'll give you 2 marks for them, or you can trade."
We'll trade.
No. 2 marks is 1 gold for 30 golds worth of gems.
Yep.
What value of these would you trade for?
What do you want?
A toothbrush, 10 days rations, rope, bedroll.
All right, for rations, so let's see. Rope. 10 gold, 20 marks for 50 feet of rope. Toothbrush, 2 marks.
Yeah.
2 marks for a toothbrush, dude.
Yes.
1. We're buying all this
You
other
want it
stuff
or
too.
not?
We're buying all
Don't
this other
haggle.
stuff.
I don't haggle.
As you open your mouth, Cuvier, I just use prestidigitation to clean your teeth.
That has gotta be one of the weirdest feelings. Just,
You're just-
just all of a sudden, yeah. And then, yeah, what the hell was that?
We want a
I
bedroll
don't
for each
sell
of us, at least.
rations.
Yeah, well, we each do need a bedroll.
Bedroll, 20 marks each.
20 marks each.
Yep.
How much was the rope?
I think you said 20 marks for 50 feet.
20 marks for 50 feet.
So, that bedroll, we know that he's just fucking us, right?
He's fucking us on
This man
everything.
is totally
Everything.
fucking
He
you.
is fucking us on every single item.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he is
And it's
totally
just like-
fucking you.
I'm just so confused by the confidence of this man.
Oh, there's no
We
one
are
else here to
literally
buy
the
shit.
strongest beings within like this town.
He's just sitting there glowering at you.
I don't have the energy, man.
Oh,
I will just say, well,
my
I
evil side is poking through. I want to threaten him so
was
bad.
interested in potentially spending
it.
some money, but I must admit I cannot spend these prices. So, good day.
Well, if you want it badly enough, you'll buy it.
What's fucking
No, that's really just
periwinkle
not
doing?
true.
Yeah, I refuse to buy anything. I will leave.
Have a nice day.
I do not say you two. That's my one act of defiance.
What was his nephew's name again?
Periwinkle.
I wrote down Periwinkle, but it's not Periwinkle.
It's Periwimple.
Wimple. Okay.
That's even worse.
Parriwimple.
Somebody
You do
fucking
see
hated
as you're
that kid.
going, like as you're
Someone
about to leave,
hated that kid.
you see a bear of a man walk out of the back room, like just like huge. And he looks at you, he's like, "Oh, hi,
Hello.
Nice to meet
I
you.
haven't seen you guys before."
Periwinkle, was it?
Yeah. Are you adventurers? I've heard about you.
Yeah, we are. And at this point, Tarmac's going to go up to him. Have you? Oh, do you like adventures?
How many big dummies have you killed?
Oh, right now I think we're sitting at about 10 or so medium-sized dummies.
Wow. You guys are
Killed
cool.
more than that.
I mean, I was improvising.
Like as he's talking, you see like he moves and like he is unbelievably muscular.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You
so
would
much
say a 20
stronger than he
instinct?
sounds.
Maybe a 20
Yeah, he
instinct.
Yeah, like this is
Yeah.
he is stronger than any of you.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hi, Uncle Bill Drath. Why didn't you tell me you had new people?" They weren't very interesting. Okay.
Not very interesting, my ass. Hell, we have a big old viney.
Do you live around here,
lady, a
Periwinkle?
Blind
Yep.
bandit.
Oh, nice. Where do you live?
I live with Uncle Bildrath.
Oh, nice. So, you work here with him?
Yup.
Oh, well, that's really nice. We're actually coming through here to get some stuff for our adventuring.
Oh, that's nice. Uncle Bildrath has really fair prices.
Ah, I see. I see.
I suppose if you've never seen any other prices, then they
Yeah.
are very fair.
Yeah, good point.
Like, there is not a hint of irony in this man's face. Like, he is being 100% genuine.
As you're having this conversation, Tarmac, you hear a voice in your head that's just Clippius going, I'm not going back in there. If you need me, I'll be at the well.
I'm like, yeah, I'll see what I can do.
I'm just standing at the door waiting for Clippius and Aretta to leave.
I
I'm
sort of
already
like
gone.
pat Periwimple's shoulders. You ever thought about doing any adventuring yourself?
Oh no, I couldn't leave Uncle Bildrath.
Well, you wouldn't have to sometimes. You seem like you could go anywhere and come back without a scratch.
Yeah, but he needs me around the shop.
What for?
I help him stock the shelves.
Oh, nice.
And help with with the occasional deliveries. We don't get a lot of deliveries.
Yeah. Why not?
Not a lot of people.
Oh, I see. What was I gonna say? I fucking my brain turned off.
As you're talking with him, Bildrath looks over. He's like, "Periwinkle, quit bothering the customers. Get back to stocking the shelves." He's like, "Okay, Uncle," and he goes back.
Oh, you're not bothering me at all, Periwimple. I actually came in here mainly to talk to you. Well, your uncle's nice and all, but I actually think you're the more interesting person here.
Like, thank you, Bildrath. As you're saying, Bildrath's like, "You gonna buy anything?"
Are you gonna kick me out?
Yep.
Look over to Periwimple. Maybe we can talk after your shift or something, right?
Okay.
All right. I'll tell him where we're staying.
Joke's on
Okay.
you, he's never done working.
Bye.
Bye.
Goes
Okay.
back to shelves.
I assume Aretta is coming out too.
All right, Tomek. Once
I'm
we're out,
definitely
What are you
gonna
saying?
try and pocket something on the way out.
All right, what are you gonna try to get?
Yeah. Yes.
Specifically, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that he explicitly told Periwimple to get away from me.
Mm-hmm.
For this, that was part of my setup there.
All right.
But it's a question of what I can easily. I think it's gonna be semi-random here. I'll have
toothbrush
to roll
is
a little bit
real
because it's
small.
gonna be.
I'll give you a shot at just about anything.
Toothbrush
Okay.
is real small.
I will adjust the DC based on how difficult the thing you're grabbing is to swipe. Like, it's going to be
Does
easier
it look like
to
there's
swipe.
anything like an explorer's pack that is like packaged?
Yes, actually. Actually, as you're going, it's like Bildrath's like, well, if you can't find anything, you could do a job for me, and I'll lower the prices. I'll give you a discount.
What kind of job you thinking?
Package didn't make it here. Could pick it up for me and return it, and I'll give you a 40 mark. I'll give you 40 marks in credit.
I look back at him like, did I say I was gonna buy something?
No,
I'm already
but I'm
on. You
offering.
just said you were gonna kick me out. I'm on my
If you're
way
not
out
gonna
as
buy
I'm
it,
doing.
all right, bye.
Yeah, I'm fucking. I honestly don't care if this is the only place we can buy things. Fuck that guy. I hope he starves.
All right, what are you gonna grab?
Okay. So there
Oh,
isn't
you mean
anything.
you don't like Bildrath? Sorry, there is one off in a corner, but Explorer packs are fairly bulky. You might
Yeah.
it'll be kind of difficult to get this out the door without being
I am
caught.
going to use a little bit of classic catapult nonsense to create a distraction, and not only that,
Okay.
I'm going to knock something off the shelves next to where Periwimple was, so it looks like Periwimple knocked something off the shelves, and his uncle will get mad at him.
You
bitch.
absolute monster.
Bitch.
You
Why?
absolute
I love it.
monster.
Oh.
Okay.
I love it. It's
Oh.
so evil. I love it.
All right, so you do that. You knock something off the shelf, and Bildreth like spins around and is like, Periwimple, what did I tell you about being careful? You big lunkhead. And he just starts berating him. Periwimple's
I'm
like,
gonna
I'm
grab an
sorry,
explorer's pack and
Uncle.
get out
I
the
didn't
front."
think
Gotta
I
start the battle
dropped
music.
anything. Make your
Feel so bad about that one.
make a sleight of hand check with advantage for very
Okay.
clever usage for being a dick to Periwimple. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Roll initiative, Colin.
Okay, yeah. 24. 20.
With that, like as you hear the sounds of Bildreth berating Periwimple in the corner for breaking a lantern, he's like, "Do you know how hard it is to get lanterns out here? Someone was gonna buy that."
Were they?
Periwimple was like,
That
"I'm
lantern has been
sorry,
there
Uncle."
for 10 years.
It's just got like a
You don't
layer
think his
of
prices
dust.
are fair? You
Then
manage
again,
to
people are
grab the
willing to
explorer's
pay.
pack and make it out.
Yeah. Fucking honestly, like, I don't care if we need things in there. I want that guy to starve out of spite.
Then again, though, people are willing to pay 2 marks for a single pie.
Well, it's a drug.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like let's be honest, it is drugs.
Fucking
I come out with the explorer's pack. And I
before
sort of,
all of that happened, could I have
j-
asked Bildrath where he where he was gonna get the delivery from? You want it returned somewhere or delivered somewhere?
Nope. If you bring me the unopened package, I'll give you a 40 mark discount.
Where would the package be?
All right, 1 second.
Not even 40 marks. A 40 mark discount.
No, like 40 mark credit,
Credit,
basically.
Oh man, I could buy like a stick of beef jerky with that.
I could buy 2 bedrooms.
No, what do you mean? Vildrath's prices are totally fair.
Yeah, I know. Do you know how expensive beef jerky is?
Yeah, that's okay. That's fair. He let's see. It's downstream by the Lilvis River Bridge, or the Ilvis River Bridge, south of the village.
You do realize you're talking to a blind man who's never been to Barovia before. Which
Not
direction
my problem.
is the
Go to
Builder's
find the
River?
village and go south. You can hear the river, right? It's
From
loud.
here? Not really.
Dick.
He's like, it's south. I don't know what else to tell you.
Alright. Let's see
Like,
if I make
go
my way
out the
down
road
there.
and head, and he points the direction. And like, he's like, he doesn't point, but he's like, go out my store and head whatever direction.
Left.
Yeah,
Right.
basically.
I don't know.
Away.
Let me look at the map of Barovia. Man, how could you not like Bildrath? He's great. He's
Yeah,
like,
you want
if
to
you
know what I think of that man?
Yeah, I
What?
don't understand. What do you
Give me a
mean?
second,
Like,
finally.
I mean, I make my
Breath
party
needs to
spend
have an
things in
accident.
100 gold at a time, all the time.
So you head out of my shop and you head left. Follow the road till you hit the bridge, and it should be near there.
Alright. We'll see
You're
if I
having
can.
trouble figuring out left, just look at your hands.
Yep.
What would I look at my hands for?
It's not my job to figure that out. I love Vildrath, man. Vildrath is great.
This is what I think of him.
Bill
This is a
Draft
song that
needs
was
to have an
written-
accident.
Is it
This was a
anthrax?
song that was written about the Australian Prime Minister
God.
during the wildfires.
Oh no, Bildrath is the nicest man.
Yeah, have make that.
Periwimple's great. How could Periwimple likes him? How could Periwimple be wrong?
Periwimple's his nephew who has to live with him, alright?
Oh man.
Periwimple is an innocent boy. You be nice to him. You bastard, Colin. How could you do that to Periwimple?
I am just trying to show Periwimple the truth. At the end of the day, I'm not the one that yelled at him.
All right, so you guys have escaped Bildrath's shop with an
We
explorer's
have
pack.
escaped Bildrath's shop. It was an encounter.
It wasn't. I mean, Bildrath is an encounter. Hey, you're lucky. He would have sicked Periwimple on you if you had fucked up.
Yeah, and then we would have, and then I would have made like a noise with my fucking magical trinket and thrown it in another direction, and he'd been like, "Oh, it's that way."
Hey, don't be nice to Periwimple.
I'm saying he is the nicest person we've met in town, and that's the problem.
Hey, Ismark and Irina have been very nice to you. I mean,
Okay,
Ismark
touche,
might be
touche.
racist, but
By the way, I would like to, Oh yeah, I totally forgot. And I shake a piece of paper. Somebody want this? I found this under my pillow.
is she shaking a paper that appears to be a large, like a child's drawing of a or like not even necessarily a child's drawing, but just like a not very skilled drawing, like someone that's clearly not an artist trying to draw like a big bald man with a with like a large demonic arm.
So it very much perfectly fits with the fucking what Kubi just posted.
Yep.
What?
Oh, also,
Yeah.
Blind!
Yeah.
fucking okay, but also I'm laughing at the fact that it's that fucking Yugoloth thing, isn't it?
No, it's not. It is a bald
Oh, okay.
like man.
A
With
bald
a
man
big-
with a big arm?
Like he doesn't have a tiny arm. He has a normal sized arm and a giant arm. Like, not even a giant arm, just like a
yeah.
big muscular like arm with had fire coming off of the hand.
Oh man, I'm disappointed now. I thought it was the fucking
The masturbating Yugoloth.
yeah.
Listen, no, this is stage 2 where you're taking care of your hobbies to the point where your arm sets on fire.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, but it's like it looks like the drawing of someone that had an image but clearly was not talented enough to properly convey it.
That was the third image result on bad child drawing on Google.
But no, it is not one of those things.
Listen,
know.
you leave the Yagnoloths out of this.
Yagnoloths are the best.
And their loincloth book.
Yeah.
Thank God they have some sort of higher education going
they
for
have a-
them.
It's funny that their
There
arm is so
is-
large, considering the size of that book indicates that it's.
Well,
That's their punching arm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's the little one that makes it feel bigger.
No, 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 no. Bad. Bad. Shame.
It's very good.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys are done with that. You pretty much you can head back to Ismark's if you'd like. You can deal with Father Donovich.
Oh, I left a long time ago. I went to the well.
Oh yeah,
As
you went
soon
to
as
the
you started
so you go
talking
to the
about
well.
prices, I fucking left. I was out.
Oh yeah, you went. You mean you don't like a 10 markup? Um, As you get to the well, you look down. It unfortunately it goes too far down and too dark for you to see. Um,
I light up a pebble and drop it down. About how far does it look like
light.
it goes?
It looks like it probably goes down. Make an intelligence check for me. Yeah, that's literally exactly what I was thinking of, Melissa. Intelligent. So it looks like it goes down between 60 to 80, like probably like
Oh, damn.
80 plus feet. Like it's really deep. It's a deep well. Or not even necessarily 80, like 60 maybe at the most. Like you could see the water down there. Maybe less than that. It's really hard to tell
Gotcha. Okay.
because you don't really have a frame of reference down there.
I will start preparing my spell then. I'm gonna ritual cast detect poison and disease.
Okay. Yeah, you start casting that. I'll say you could get that done while they're all in build drafts.
Yeah.
Tormenting Periwimple like bastards.
Only I did that. And
Yeah,
I
like-
had a nice conversation with him until his uncle forced me to stop talking to him.
Stole his livelihood.
That's gonna come straight out of Periwimple's pay.
You're
Periwinkle
lucky.
gets
You're
paid?
lucky. Cuvier doesn't
Yeah,
have a very
Periwinkle
good.
gets paid.
uh,
Believe
I
it or
don't
not,
believe
Periwinkle
it. I
gets
do
paid.
not believe it.
In fact, Periwinkle gets paid 20 marks a month.
Wow.
Oh,
So he can buy
Fuck.
one bedroll a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, how much did that Explorers pack cost? Is Periwinkle getting paid for like not
60?
getting paid for
Oh,
like
wait,
2
hold on.
years now?
Before I said that, I should have checked how much an Explorer's pack was.
It's probably 60 too.
I've given
10
you
gold,
to
so
it.
10 times
Oh,
markup, so
no, that
200
would
marks.
be. An explorer's
It would have
pack
been
is a
200
lot.
marks.
Yeah, that's like a
Uh,
year.
Yeah, it would have been 200 marks for that.
What the? Oh, okay. Whoops.
But
mean,
no,
it's
that
10
is
months,
within
but,
the
like-
price range you would carry. God, that's so expensive. Also, speaking of other things that cost the same, a 1 ounce bottle of ink.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
so you get that
Spell
casted,
copy.
and and you bring it back, and you bring up the bucket full of water. This definitely has strong disease in it.
So, yeah, Clippius.
And
you're never
poison.
gonna
It's like it's
get another
poison.
wizard
It
spell,
triggers
right?
both as poison and disease. Actually,
Says that I can identify the kind of poison or disease.
it's
Yup.
there's not really a kind, but
Zombification.
you gather it's something that would cause people. It would probably kill your average person.
Does it come from a poisonous creature?
It's you've heard of zombies that have
Ooze.
large cracked pustules that ooze liquids that can cause zombification in creatures that are exposed to it. It'll kill them and bring them back as zombies, especially upon ingestion. Wow, that was really
waiting for him to
satisfying.
spell that.
was
That's
praying.
Clippius
I was-
pouring the water down the well again.
Yeah, just
Yep. Oh, you could also probably check the other wells because there are 1, 2, 3
yeah.
more wells in
it's a
town.
10-minute duration, so I'll just walk around to a
Yeah, you
couple of
walk around. Every bucket you pull up registers the same.
them. Okay.
Do any registers more powerful than the others?
The first one you checked, the one by where the lady, I mean, not like more powerful, but there was a higher concentration in the one that you
I'm
first
thinking
checked.
that if
Closest to the source.
yeah, that must be the closest to the source then, and then we'd be able to
Yeah.
figure out which one to go down.
I will inform everyone of what I found when they get there.
I mean, I'm sure Build Draft sells something that could help.
Throw him down there, make him deal with it.
I'm about to. Bildrath is one of those kind of people that it's like, unironically, this town might be better off if he just died.
All right, but counterpoint. Periwinkle will be sad because of that.
I know,
true.
right?
Harry Wimple loves Bildrath.
Periwinkle will be sad, but how long until his life just gets exponentially better?
Well, does he know how to run the shop though? Because if he doesn't know how to run
Well,
the
thing
shop,
is,
then
like,
he can just lose
Fucking
all his
have
money and
a
be
nice
homeless.
person take over the shop.
No, there's a really easy solution to this. We don't do anything except distribute
Yeah.
the Communist Manifesto to this town
Exactly.
and let them rip the builders apart.
Exactly. Our shop.
I'm also sure there's also no way he marked it up for out-of-towners or anything.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. I think a large portion of this town already wants Bildrath dead.
God, I didn't realize I didn't realize I was going to be starting the Communist Party in Barovia with you guys. Is that what you guys are going to name
here's what you
yourselves, the
didn't know.
Communist Party?
Bildrath is a real big bad evil guy. we all think it's
Bildrath is-
Strahd, but really it's
The real
Bildrath
big
in the
bad evil is
background.
capitalism.
Listen, vampires have always been a metaphor for capitalism.
They just suck the life right out of you, man.
Capitalism was the real curse of Strahd.
Yep.
I am prepared
So-
to derail the entire campaign.
So I'll walk
Man,
out the
that's
door.
the nice part about this campaign. I just have events and locations. I don't give a shit what you guys do. If you
Brought
want
up there
if
living
you-
in his castle while the people
Like-
can't even drink their water in the streets.
No, like what? Like that's kind of the beautiful thing about this campaign. It is a sandbox. This campaign is a sandbox. I'm going to just throw infinite quest hooks at you guys, like infinite plot hooks at you guys, and whatever you feel like following up on is where the story will go.
All right, guys. He says he has infinite quests. That means we have to,
I don't
we have
have
to do
infinite
all
quests.
of them.
I don't have infinite quests. I
We're
have
gonna
a large
100%
number
crush
of
of
quests.
Strahd.
Alright, I'm gonna do every side quest before we do the first main quest. We're the over level.
All right, guys.
I'm
We're gonna
glad-
get all
I'm
the
glad you
quests
guys
done and
think-
get the bad
How
ending.
many have I given you this session?
I'm gonna do
It's
that
been a
one
lot.
glitch in Skyrim where I make the potions that make me better at making potions, and then just exponentially increase my potion level.
No, you gotta
No,
do the potions that make
no.
you better at enchantment, and then enchantment that make you better at potions, and then just keep going back and forth, and then just everything is.
Yeah.
And then you enchant a sword that does like 8 billion damage in one hit, and then you hit a
so-
dragon, and then just.
Since we're gonna be wrapping up soon. Speaking of which, make your way. So you inform everyone. Are you gonna head back to Easemarks or what?
I mean,
Like, what
I
is-
think
what
he
is your
just
plan?
wants
Do you-
us to take his sister, so we should probably deal with this first, right? I mean, like, this is just gonna keep
Yeah,
killing people.
like,
I think that's definitely something that we can go back
As
to
the
Eastmark and
party
tell
is-
him, hey, we're gonna deal with this, and then we're gonna take your sister, basically tonight. hopefully.
Areta, as this party is discussing curing the zombie infection, your mind flashes to the peaceful, serene vision of the town with no one living in it, and just the animals running free before coming back to reality.
Snap back to reality. Good job.
No.
snap back to reality. Yep.
So, do we think that it would be a good idea to go and tell Ismark, hey, we think we located the source of the disease. Our plan is to go down there, clear it up, and then go back to his place and take Arena as far on our way to Valaki as possible?
I am amenable to that plan.
Alright.
We really should do something about rations and bedrolls, though.
Well, maybe once we, stop the plague ravaging the town, maybe we can get, like, the normal price of something.
I don't think he
I like
even
it.
realizes there's a plague.
Yeah.
What if we
I
just
like that you think Bildrath is in any way a reasonable individual.
what if we give him some of the water just to test it? I mean, like, my magic could have been
I
wrong.
mean, we can also just send Ismark to go get the stuff for us. Like, he might.
Didn't he
'Cause-
say that he also doesn't like him?
I mean,
Or
Ismark
how
doesn't
about
like
we
Bildrath.
just
I don't
like
know. Bill's...
go to? Surely between the entire rest of the town, we can buy supplies off of them for a more reasonable price. I'm going to initiate a Bildrath boycott.
Bildrath caught. Boy draft caught.
You're trying.
Billcott.
Bill caught.
Kyle,
It's a Billcott.
we'll get him next time.
Epcot?
See ya. Just let me know.
Do you think
As you guys
we
are
would-
sitting there, you do see a woman nervously looking around as she like carefully and cautiously makes her way down the street towards Ismark's towards the Burgermeister's mansion.
Do you think we could get some rations
she
at the
does-
tavern?
Yeah, she doesn't really pay you much mind as she heads that way.
Maybe it would be better to ask Ismark if there's any other places in town that might be
Or maybe
best
he
to
has
spend our money
rations
at.
we can look at, yeah.
true. Don't mind paying him if it's reasonable.
Let's go back to
Right.
Ismark's.
As you make your way there, you see the lady. She's in front of you. She's knocking on the and she's like, Ismark, Ismark, you have to help me, Ismark. He opens the door. He's like, oh, Mary. He looks a little crestfallen seeing it's her. He's like, Mary, what can I do for you? She's like, you have to find my poor Gertruda. She might be lost out there getting hurt. I don't know where she's gone. He's like,
Right now, I'm gonna guess Gertruda is a goose.
No. Wasn't that the name of the lady for Lancelot?
Lancelot's owner? Yeah, Gertruda.
Oh man.
As soon as I hear this, I'm like, where's Gertruda? Last
She's like,
scene.
I don't. She's like, she was in her room where she always is. She never leaves the house, and then she is gone. I don't know where she is. She might be hurt, getting eaten by wolves, or I don't know, having leeches drink all of her blood, or being eaten by rats. I don't know what's happening to her. Please.
I'll be honest, I've never
She doesn't
seen
know what to do.
either of the last two, so you're probably good on that.
She's just clearly, this woman is hysterical.
We can get Lancelot to help us track her, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is
Ismark's like, Mary, wasn't she saying, like, he's like, she just kept talking about going to see the master because apparently he is so great and powerful. But the devil, but there's no way she would go. She is not that stupid. He's like, Mary, I don't know what to tell you. I can't. She's like, you're useless. And just starts ripping into him. He's like, Mary, please.
how is Lancelot reacting to Mary?
He seems really indifferent to her. Like,
Okay.
He
Well,
does
because,
not
like, I
seem
was-
to care about her.
I was thinking that if she was someone that he knew, he would like get excited and stuff like that. But
He seems to know her, but not really. Like, he seems more concerned with sticking to you because you have given him food. Which
He
might
actually-
indicate... Like, make an insight check for me. Or an animal handling
insight
check.
check. Oh,
Or anyone that would like to make an animal handling check may.
insight on a dog. 5. He loves me.
He's a puppy. You don't know what else
All
to
dog
say.
are puppy.
All dog are puppy.
Loves me.
That's about what you gather from it.
He's a pupper and he loves me, and he's my
Dog
pupper.
is dog.
Dog is good.
Alright.
I squished the pupper.
Insight check from a Maktar.
It's almost like he's... From what you gathered, when he...
God damn, my rolls today.
Tarmac,
High
you
quality.
almost wonder if maybe the dog ran away because he wasn't being properly cared for.
Yeah. Tarmac's
You
like,
mean something in Barovia wasn't properly cared for?
What?
Something's
Yeah.
mistreated here, Gary? What?
It's not necessarily like abused, but maybe just ignored.
neglected.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just lean over to like, and I start whispering to other people. It's like,
And like she turns and she's like, Lancelot, oh, and she runs over and picks him up, and the dog's like, he tries to hide behind your leg, Cuvier, and she ignores at him. Like he backs up a little, like just more with the surprise of having someone rush at him. And she picks him up. She's like, "You know what a good
No,
is, right?
no.
Take me to her." And puts him down, and he just kind of
ma'am, put the dog down.
And he just kind of looks between the two
Ma'am,
of
you
you.
don't
Like,
touch a service animal, please. Just let the.
this is my seeing eye dog.
This is my seeing eye dog. He is very well trained. As he pees like right next to me, just like very well trained.
He's just sort of like wagging his tail, but it's also tucked between his legs, like he doesn't know what to do.
We will. Currently, we are dealing with
A lot.
some minor business within the town, but in short order.
No,
We will
please,
take
she
our-
might be dying. What? You can't ignore this. Please, this is the most urgent. Please, I need my Gertruda back.
How old is Gertruda?
She is too young. She is too young to be on her own.
How old is she?
I look
now?
over to Ismark. How old is Gertrude?
He like mouths you. She's like 20. She's like late teens, early 20s.
You know, I feel bad doing this a little bit because of how many fucking like I read a lot of like true crime stories, and like 90% of them end with like a 20-something-year-old going, or start with a 20-something-year-old going missing, and
absolutely.
then going to the cops, and the cops being like, they just left.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's probably true here.
Unfortunately. No,
Ma'am, if I may inquire,
Then again, if
What
she's going to Strahd, then
Yeah.
we should go after her anyway and try and make her not get there.
were we ever able to get some sort of idea of the general layout of Barovia? Because how?
No.
Because I'm,
Well,
I'm
you can
wondering
see
how
the
you would
castle.
get to the castle. Because the castle's on a
You can
cliff.
see the castle from here. Also, you have now seen the black carriage pass through the town a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Do we want to try to maybe put some kind of cover and like a warning message on the wells and try to catch up to her?
I don't mean to be offensive, but I mean, I think we're saving a lot more lives dealing with the water and then going to deal with this.
Please, you can't ignore her. She might die. She might get hurt.
We can always split up and then just go.
Split up and search for clues.
Gary would love that, wouldn't you, Gary?
I mean,
okay.
I'm not the one that should be worried if you guys split up. You've seen how dangerous Barovia is.
God, we really are a Scooby-Doo gang right now. We even have a dog. Oh my
Oh,
god.
fuck yeah!
You have two dogs.
Okay,
Just one of them doesn't
so
show most of the time.
No, I was
Okay,
gonna say, I
so-
love the fact that technically Maurice would be Shaggy, because Maurice is the one who always eats everything.
yes, yeah, I was gonna say Cuvier's Freddy.
Let's split
So
up,
I have a
gang!
question for you guys. This would not be a terrible place to end, since you have gotten a bunch of plot hooks.
Yeah.
And you can pick up next time, and this is right at about the 6-hour mark. But yeah, so I can probably run this next weekend if people are available.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be.
Cool.
Yeah.
Also, since we're at, I'll let you guys finish your Scooby-Doo discussion if you'd like. So who is who? I'm curious.
I was actually gonna make Tarmac Shaggy because fucking coward, but maybe Maurice is too good for that though.
You're Daphne. Come on. This is easy.
Touche.
You're Daphne because you have just like the random assortment of skills. Just like
You have the skill
Where
that
the
no
fuck
one
did you
expects you
get
to have
training
that comes
for
up at the perfect
this?
time, and we're just like, oh
Yeah.
shit, okay.
And because I'm the damsel in distress, obviously. Because everyone
Yeah.
gets in trouble, you guys will come running to save it.
I honestly think both Areta and Clypius would both be Velma solely because they're both the like logical thinkers. They're just like, oh, we have to go through this door. Oh, look, a balcony that we have to jump off, and there's no way else to go. Well, I'm gonna use my
Maybe
wings
Maurice
and fly
is Old
down.
Man Jenkins.
I'm gonna fucking lasso down. Like, let's think logically.
I was
through
about 85% sure that it was just an illusion. So that's pretty good. The
Yeah.
odds are in my favor.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, Kubier. Go sorry.
Sorry. Oh my god, that was so high quality. Holy shit.
I was just imagining that from Kuvira's perspective. It's
Hey,
just
Melissa,
like one person
Melissa, stop recording.
one person just fucking skydives off it. She has wings though, so it's fine because she's fucking flying. The other one fucking repels off it and then just disappears. Tarmac just bye with no way to save himself.
Yeah.
Ghosts aren't real. Oh man.